And
Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and supported ministries and or nonprofits.
Without any further ado,
We're all looking at the camera today.
yeah,
I'm looking down here at my watch party.
should probably turn off my phone.
Good morning. Coming to you live from Acts Media Group headquarters here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay with your hosts, Matt and Jay and Steve and Jordan. I about called you Tanner.
That's a
Different son. All right.
different song.
That's a compliment.
Jay's mic has
Yeah.
been turned up today because
Hello.
he is still wearing his mask,
Good morning.
and that's his decision, and we respect it.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your support.
You're
I
welcome.
mean, it is a bit muffled, but you know, there is a feature on Facebook where you can turn the closed captioning on and you can understand, you can read it. I know that kind of it's like watching a movie that's dubbed. Now, today's topic is
Dubbed movie.
we are getting a makeover tomorrow. Whenever you guys tune in, this is going to look
Different.
way different.
Way different.
Well, I mean, not that way different. We're all going to be
Yeah.
further
not
apart.
Way.
Well, we'll have to send smoke signals.
Be
to each
further
other.
back. We're going to be, you know, hey, what we're doing is we're complying to social distancing. Right now, Jay and I and Jordan, we're all part of the same family unit. But we're also all pointing our heads this way as not to talk directly into someone's face. So, well, I mean, that's makes sense. You
Yeah.
know, Steve? It does.
It does.
all falls into place.
It does. We need to set an example. I feel we need to set an example here at Axe Media Group as to following the rules and practice social distancing, because I don't want either one of these guys in here to get it. I don't want to get it. And I don't want my family to get it. So we're going to remake this place and do it up and make it overly compliant.
That way, we're safe, and we know that we are complying and doing the best that we can.
You know that I know that you know that we know
that you
we're
know.
safe.
Mhm.
Because there's nothing wrong. Actually, if people want to wear a mask and you have a hard time hearing them, just ask them to speak louder, because that's their choice and we respect that and we really recommend it.
Yes.
Especially if you're in an essential position where you're in contact with hundreds of people every day, and you know, I don't know how many of those people are following the rules. How many of those people are not staying home? I know that probably a majority of people that have it are probably not staying home because they don't feel like they can. So,
Exactly.
unfortunately, that's the way it is these days, and this may be the new norm from now on. You know. But watch, hopefully, and I'm praying to God that we'll have record low flu this season coming up.
You know, that's
Um,
going to be kind of hard, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sure it will be record low. They're going to call it all COVID-19.
Oh yeah, true.
It won't be flu. It won't be called the flu.
Because from what I understand, like I don't know, we can't trust anybody anymore.
This
I
is
know.
probably old news, but like hospitals were caught diagnosing other sicknesses as coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
been
they were
going
also
around.
diagnosing people that didn't even have it, that didn't even get tested. They filled out their name to get tested, and then they left because it was taking too long. And then they got notifications that they tested positive for COVID. And you know, I wish there was a way that we could fully trust our media and our healthcare system and our government and all that stuff. But the fact of the matter is, the way things are right now in this country, you know, you just don't know. So what's the best way to do it is to, like Jay said from the very beginning, go around, act like, think you have it, and act accordingly.
Mm-hmm. And you know, the face mask mandate might be a real bummer, and I'm sure it is, but you know, we have to comply with the CDC, or at least the health organization.
We should comply. Not
And
just that we have to,
because
we
are
should.
Christians, and we need to set the example.
Absolutely.
I say look what's positive about it, though. You know? I mean, think about people are looking each other in the eye more because of the masks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've noticed that yesterday. I was looking in the eyes, and you could tell when people are smiling, when they're frowning, when they're
You can tell some
Steve
people
Schultz?
aren't used
I've
to
started-
it yet, and are. You can tell they will too. Get used to looking each other in the eye.
Yeah.
People don't do that as much.
Because that's how you know you're smiling, and you can definitely tell when someone's smiling through your
Remember
eyes.
that, Rachel.
Yeah.
By the way, Rachel and Mickey Mac is watching,
Good morning, Rachel.
Well, eyes are the window to the
and
soul.
Wendy.
Steve Schultz says
Sometimes you don't want your soul to be seen, and you don't want to see.
there's a lot of people at
the
the fair
soul of
not
the other.
wearing masks, and then the fair is not busy at all. That's why, it's because people aren't wearing masks. You know, I personally, I feel that. I mean, I'm saddened that the government has to force us to wear masks in public.
We're
we
at
should-
about 50% at work
We should do it. I mean,
Really?
of customers.
regardless. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want someone to get it if you got it. If you are
Yeah,
not
makes-
wearing a mask when you're in public, that's pretty inconsiderate.
I'm concerned on how it's going to be whenever we return to high school.
Yeah, and there's that period where you can transmit it to other people without even knowing.
Without
you
even
have
knowing it.
Are
You
they
could-
going to have seated school there, Jordan?
Both.
It's funny watching Steve try to keep his head towards the camera.
I know.
He
It
looks
is.
so uncomfortable.
Very weird.
But
I'm,
you know
I'm
what?
going nuts. But,
Tomorrow,
You know,
tomorrow you won't have to
Oh.
because we're gonna be. You're gonna be like at least 7 or 8 feet apart or
and then
more.
I'll just send smoke signals to you guys.
We should put pop filters up here because that brings the space like this.
Yes.
And that would
True.
help. But yeah, we're getting a makeover.
Hey, Larry, I saw that thing that you tagged me in. I'm not sure what it is. I know.
So why is this thing not?
I don't know if that's
Refresh.
your thing that's on there that I'm supposed to look for or what, but give me a little more detail.
Is cookies off?
Yeah, and by the way, just continue to pray for me. I didn't get the best news yesterday, but it wasn't terrible news. So I asked the doctor point blank, I said, does that mean there could be surgery in my near future? And he's like, well, that's a possibility if this pain medicine he's giving me, I guess it's more powerful. I don't know. Anyway.
Just
Did
put
some-
those anywhere.
Oh, I was going to say something dropped, didn't it? I can't tell.
He said, "You can look over there. I mean, just don't be
Just
like,
not-
I had
Don't-
an itch in my ear,
yeah,
so naturally the headphones fell off.
yeah.
oh,
Itches will
Anyway.
do that to you.
yes. Anyway, so no, be praying for me. There's some swelling, and he doesn't understand why it's not going away, other than something starting with a C could be coming back.
Mm.
So that means that if it is, he may just go ahead and explore and go ahead and take it. So just be praying.
All right.
I didn't mean to
Turn
get a
your
little-
chair. Steve says, turn your chair, Steve. That'll make you feel more comfortable. Turn your chair this way. There you go.
Hey, Steve, thank you.
Hey, do I need to go up there and turn that little flippy thing around so you can see yourself?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, well, okay.
The flippy thing? Oh,
The flippy, the viewer.
actually, that does help in some ways, but I guess I'm over closer to Jay like I'm supposed to be, like back this
Yeah.
way. Okay.
Yeah. And then, I mean, looking towards the camera, that means that we're not putting our breath right in directly in everybody's face.
What are you
Good
looking at?
deal.
Look at your phone. Look at the comments.
Good morning, Jay.
He says,
Morning.
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 I'm a little bit more interactive this time.
Look at your phone.
Yeah, you're more interactive, Jordan.
He's hardening it up over here.
I usually don't. I don't really talk whenever I'm
Hey,
on the show.
there you go.
sometimes.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes there's nothing to talk about.
Okay, so I'm trying to see.
A lot of love in this room.
We're sharing the love.
Well, because the thing is I'm having to refresh everything. My Facebook is being...
Oh, is it because of what we're doing? Might be
No.
all the hearts and fingers.
No,
thumbs.
it's his Facebook comments aren't refreshing. He's getting the hearts, but his Facebook
So if I don't
comments aren't.
answer you guys' messages or
because we don't know you're
comments,
leaving them.
because I don't know you're leaving them. I don't know what's going on with my
yeah,
Facebook.
yesterday it was fun. I was sitting there talking to Matt, and I'm like,
I got
"Man,
Jay
it's not saying
Dizzle's
something."
message.
And then Matt, you're like, "I'm not seeing any of my comments. I need to go over here to Facebook."
Steve Schultz says, "You don't have to look at the guys. You don't know. You know what they look like." Laugh out loud.
Haha.
But I mean, you also, I mean, you look at people's faces to gauge what you're going to say next. You know what I mean?
Actually, until I saw the old video of the morning drive, I forgot what Steve looked like. I'm just kidding, Steve.
I wonder if I can get a
Are you still hitting all those faces?
Am I getting
and
a
stuff?
price? Do I get a price?
No, we
No,
don't
people
get
are just like,
prizes.
what is that?
Oh, Rachel left, and she didn't like the conversation. No, she was really tired this morning, so she probably fell back asleep. So
Somebody
okay.
else is doing the same thing under Axe Media Group.
doing
So,
what?
I don't doing all the smiley faces and stuff.
Oh, it was. I'm
That's
just
'cause we're
doing
awesome. What's the title of today's show?
We're
Yeah,
getting a makeover.
Today's
Oh, we're
like
getting a makeover. Yeah.
today's like that free day that
Tomorrow.
you get at school. Like it's that party at the end of the year that the teacher hypes up.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right. And then you're like, what party?
Yeah.
and then there's senior skip
this
day.
is the party,
Yep.
and then it's just a
It's
granola
like a
bar.
class with chips.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of?
It's a class with chips.
Yeah.
Pancake day. Pancake day.
Pancake day.
Have you ever heard of senior skip day?
No.
Senior skip
Don't
day.
be putting stuff in his head.
We were told that if we took skiing, well, the people that were seniors at my school, I never got to be a senior, but they were told that if they skipped on senior skip day, they would not be allowed to be in the graduation ceremony.
I did hear that, and I don't know where that
People still
actually
skipped
started
anyways.
from, but
And they
Yeah.
still let them in there.
Yeah, they did.
yeah,
I mean,
they did.
I don't
You're
think
right.
Parents were like, what?
I heard that, but they still let them in. You know,
I've forced this kid through school for the last 12 years.
Fought
and
him
you're-
every single morning
and you're
to
gonna
get
tell
his
me
butt up.
he's not going into that ceremony? Sorry, Mr. Principal, but
I pay your wages there, sir.
Yeah.
With my school taxes that I pay.
Yeah.
So he
So-
will be there.
And he showed up. He's met the criteria. One day. You're
One day,
Yeah.
and he's a senior, and
Yeah.
you're going to allow him not to know.
not to participate in that momentous occasion. I'm using that word again. Momentous occasion of graduating.
I'm not that advanced.
I wonder what the politics were of
Well,
the
sure
day.
you are.
Um,
Good morning, Jennifer
know.
Davison.
I didn't really start paying
I wonder if
attention to
school
politics
attendance was
until
way down or something. I don't know. And they weren't getting, maybe their school attendance was down. And they
I
want to
see how many people are going to show up at
They
school.
weren't getting the right revenue.
Yeah, that's true. I saw a graduation on Facebook, and it looked really weird. You know, with all the seats all so far apart and everything. It just looked.
Yeah,
weird.
it was. I saw one where they had it at a very popular particular retail store that a lot of people, almost everybody everybody goes to. Insert name here, as Tanner would say. So, and they all look so sad,
Don't
just sitting
choke.
there,
Don't
sitting
choke.
there between aisle 1 and aisle 2. That's just how the things are right at the moment. You can either A, stress out about it all the time and hate the world that you live in, or you could get over it and choose to enjoy life. And you're not going to be able to enjoy life without Jesus Christ in your heart. By the way, you're going to think you can, but
You're not.
so
You'll never be truly happy and have true love until Jesus is in your heart.
yeah, I'm doing a sermon
Name of
this
the
Sunday on
person.
love at Northwest Church. So check
And
it
I'm
out.
gonna
It's going to
be
be
there.
interesting. You are going to be there, aren't you?
Yes.
I love watching you talk to nobody over there.
Hi.
It's so funny.
He's
looks
talking
like
to the AMG
it looks
sign.
like he's looking
if
to
you're
somebody. Else.
down and confused.
Well, I mean, Dad always looks elsewhere.
Isn't that the song?
Yeah, he does.
Who does that song?
I
Love
don't
the
know.
one you with.
Love the one you're with. Oh,
Crosby,
man.
Stills, Nash and Young.
That's
What?
a lot. Well,
Crosby,
that's a
Stills,
mouthful.
and Nash.
It used to be that.
It's like, how can we speak
Are we
and
speaking English?
have people say as much
that
as
what we're-
possible
Oh,
if they want to
what?
mention the name of our band? Sounds like a law firm. Doesn't sound like a band.
Don't challenge me.
But I'll tell you what. Didn't they knock off
You can't
Crosby,
win.
Stills, and Nash and Young? Didn't they knock off the Young?
They did. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
No, he just had
Neil
his
Young-
own
Neil
thing.
Young is
Yeah,
who
Neil
they
Young.
let go or something like that.
Who is
Um,
this guy?
I told you not to challenge me.
I think I know this cat.
Oh, Jordan,
So-
you're just having the time of your life. He and Jay are just going back and forth, aren't you guys?
Yep.
Yep.
That's all you got? That's all you got?
That's all he's
You
got.
know,
That's a lot more on my screen than
Hey.
that.
you know what would be so much fun is having Tanner and Jordan here, going from one extreme to the other.
wouldn't none of us be able to have any words whatsoever to say.
Only one finger.
Yeah,
So,
it would be Jordan versus Tanner.
there wouldn't be a. Stop it, Steve.
Oh man.
You really do need to get that looked at. Okay,
I sure told you.
don't get me started. Oh my goodness.
Did you have a burrito this morning, too?
Oh, no.
I had a bean burrito before I got here.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Can you tell?
That's I told them the other day that we'd be recording, but that was during the day, like later on in the because all right, they were right outside our window. These are very, very thin windows, and
Oh no! It
I
started
know,
typing.
and I know,
Mine too.
It's that Woody
Oh.
Woodpecker.
I know how construction guys can talk, and I was like, hey, just letting you guys know, we're gonna be recording something in here, and unless you want your mama to hear the language that you talk at work, I would recommend you guys kind of
Did you
watch
say that?
it. Yeah. Well, and it was, I wasn't being rude about it. I was just like, look, hey, we're recording in here, and we don't want to hear bad language. I'm not telling you guys not to talk. I'm just saying, watch what you say.
Whoops.
So.
Oh man, you are like a machine gun on those. Wow, look at you go.
Stop it. Stop, both of you.
It was me.
No, it wasn't. Did you just see this kid?
He's
The
slow.
table-
It's like,
The
He's
table
slow.
was vibrating.
I know.
Not
He's
because
got
of that.
he's got nothing on me.
Oh yeah. Don't challenge my typemanship.
Oh man.
But anyway,
Um.
And this is only what, Thursday?
So,
Larry asked, I need to get with Barney.
stop.
That's
Stop.
I'm reading that while doing this.
Stop. No, stop. Stop.
is Barney
please.
going to play Sunday?
Stop.
Is Barney going to play Sunday?
Yes, Barney is going to play Sunday.
I can't wait.
I think
want to
we'll
hear
get more
Barney.
views because of that.
Yeah.
You think so?
More
No.
viewer interaction.
No, not from the same person.
They come in here and they see all this positive.
If that was the case, we would have
motivation.
gotten millions of views by now because of people doing that. And that's, I get it. It's great.
Nobody does it
happy
like I
face,
can do.
love, hearts.
Look, there's 7
ah.
people watching. You want to know why?
There's more than
because
7.
there was
Morning, Sherry Brushwood.
Mine has to refresh, but
But the thing is,
Nice to see you.
people are trying to watch that, and all they can see is those hearts and stuff going up over there.
Well, let's talk about something.
Yeah, let's talk about. It's really hard to talk with that noise going on out there.
Yes, it's
What they're doing is
annoying.
they're chiseling out the grout, is what they're doing, and
Yeah.
they're refilling it because this is a very old building.
I don't know when it was built.
In the 70s.
Yeah,
This
well,
used to
that's
be a
not-
giant slide.
That's not very old.
Are you serious?
you guys can't see me. I'm camo.
Hey,
Building wise.
I'm camo.
he's invisible.
I'm invisible.
I saw a picture and it was like where it had iced over on it looked like a I don't know, an SUV of some sort. And when they backed out, the ice stayed there, but it was like partially on there, and it looked like the car was still sitting there, like as far as like just that. Someone said, I'm usually not a fan of the camo paint jobs, but I'm really digging this one. Because you couldn't see it. All that was there was just the ice that looked like it was frozen
Yeah.
on the bumper and stuff.
Man's taken.
It was
I
funny.
can tell you there though, because I can see Matt's a little blurred. There's a blur that moves around in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see any. Well,
Like
yeah,
just part of him looks out of focus.
yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm just loving whenever you talk. I get like you really are focusing on not turning to us and talking.
Well,
I understand it. I understand. I mean, you guys are 6 feet apart. I will say that they are at least 6 feet apart.
Hey, what's up over there?
You think so? Hello there.
I'm the only person that you
We
can
need a
look at.
yardstick.
We do need
couple of yardsticks.
2
So
yardsticks.
they can hold them to their foreheads.
Yeah,
You
We
don't
need to
know
do that.
sign
And if they
language, so
touch,
we're
you're too
good.
close.
that's a good
That'll
point.
be the new hat. We should make a hat like that.
I saw a
with
picture-
a yardstick.
I saw a meme. It was
like a
Jay,
yardstick
Jay.
propeller.
Jay.
Yeah.
it was a skunk on a leash. I said, "This is my social distancing service animal."
Oh,
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah,
That'll work.
yeah. So sorry about the noise, everybody.
Yeah,
I will say we were supposed to start a show today called Penny for Your Thoughts.
Yeah.
But due to an unforeseen circumstance, that will not be premiering today. Will be next week instead. So we will be playing the. It's really hard to concentrate with that going on. We will be playing the pre-recorded the episode, and it's an episode of the Power Hour of Skylar Carter that we did last night, because he is in fact at work right now. But it's really good. It's Orange Part 2. That's what he called it.
Orange Part
Yeah,
2.
last week he talked about what do you think of when you think of the color orange.
the
We
trilogy.
talked about fire and all kinds of. It was really, really interesting. So check it out. It's going to be fun. Right after the show today.
I'm going to be interviewing Susan. Well, I'm planning on it on Monday on my show.
Yeah. So then you can talk about the premiere.
Yeah, that's
Of
what
her
we're going to do.
show.
Kind of give like a.
I need to
a
get with
taste.
Barney to move his drums in, mine out, and Barney's going to play Sunday. Yes. Get in touch with him today. If you could do that today, that would be great. If
Hey,
both
morning,
of you could.
Scott. How are you?
They have
By the
moved.
way, I followed a CTI truck. I followed a CTI
Because
truck.
he was looking over
yesterday.
there. Did you?
Yeah.
It is brutal in here.
It is brutal in here. We would just not mention the name of
Oh,
that
no.
particular trucking industry.
What trucking industry?
Yeah, the one that you, yeah. But it's funny because I was looking around him trying to see who you were looking at. And you're like, morning, Scott.
See if you do this with it. If you do this with the pen and you let it go.
Oh my gosh, what is up today?
What?
This
This is Thursday, not Friday.
I know. So,
Man, woo!
I wonder if those guys are practicing social distancing out there.
I don't know.
Let's give him a moment.
The buzzing you are hearing is not the.
It's people outside the building with an air chisel.
So what are your concerns about school?
But yeah, what are your concerns about school,
And
son?
when do you start?
When do
Do
you-
you have a
When do you
date?
start?
When you start.
So I believe it was August 24th that I said.
I think so.
Yes, it
August
is.
24th. My main concern is what it's gonna be like. So, whenever we start back school, we have a huge high school.
Yeah.
So, are we gonna have to wear masks 24/7?
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll have to wear masks.
How many people are actually gonna be there, and how many people are gonna do it online and then not do anything? And then, because there was a lot of people that did that this year. A lot of
Yeah,
people.
a lot
that
of people got a free pass.
Yeah.
And did they get pass?
I don't know.
They didn't fail. I don't think they
Imagine if-
failed
I
anybody.
don't think any. They were.
They-
I heard that they didn't fail anybody.
I think they passed everybody, just because. So,
But-
which is
I'm
Well,
just
well,
wondering if
well,
people are gonna do the same thing this year, like it was this summer, but this year.
There's a reason for an education.
yeah.
Well,
No,
If
you're
they're
gonna
gonna
be.
pass
If it's
everybody-
open, the doors are open. You're going.
Oh, she's
What about
already made
lunch
that.
program?
She's made that very.
I am
very
making
clear.
that very clear right now.
She's made that very
I've got
clear.
her back on this.
So
You are going to school.
how far are we out of touch with reality when they give everybody a passing grade? They don't fail anybody.
And then move him on unprepared for the next year.
Well, but the question is, this is school. It's school.
Sadly.
If it's not going to be about learning the material and passing the tests, then what is it about?
Good question. That's good.
It's about
quiet
something
all of a
else.
Yeah.
How did school become about something else other than teaching our children?
Steve Schultz.
So
has
what
got-
is it about? And why aren't we being told what the new school is really about?
I hope that we don't.
Well,
have to go
there's
5
schools
days.
there's schools in this country that have already started.
right.
And I saw a picture of everybody, all the kids in the halls, and every one of them was
Well, my
wearing
point
masks.
is, it doesn't matter that they're there. What matters is
that was a
if that is. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that reveals The intention of the school is not to teach the children, whether they're there or not.
Right. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
So if it's not that, what is it?
Right.
Especially when they
Indoctrinate?
force people to send their kids to school.
Yeah. Indoctrinate.
Yeah.
Homeschooled kids don't get a pass. They have to pass a test.
Yeah.
That's right. Homeschool didn't get a pass this year. They were already home.
They have to pass a test or they don't move on.
So
So what is school about? That's what I'm asking. If it's
It's-
not about the kids learning the curriculum and passing the tests, then what is it about and why are we sending them? Why are we funding it?
it's a good point. That's a very good point.
I feel like we don't need to.
Or
go to
else
school.
they would say, we
Of course
can't
you do.
pass
Every-
the kids
Because you would
because they
rather
didn't-
lay in
No,
bed all
four-
day.
No, 4 days a week sounds
No.
amazing.
No. I went to school 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week for 12 years and graduated.
in
You
summer.
you can yeah, you could do the same. I never actually had to go to summer school.
I had to go
I
to
did
summer
get
school
held
every
back.
year.
I did get held back a grade.
Yeah, I
And
did
that
too.
was embarrassing
Not
because
every year, but-
all the people I made fun of for being a grade below me were now the same grade as me. You know?
Oh, right.
So, and I shouldn't, kids are terrible. Kids are terrible. No offense,
Ow.
but kids are terrible.
I'm
That's what
taking
I'm saying,
offense.
guys. You know what? They're on the right track. School is something other than teaching the kids because otherwise there's no way, because that would be against the actual principle in the
teaching.
name of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Daycare center.
What?
A daycare center.
It tells you that it's
Yeah,
a
well,
very
pretty much.
expensive charade.
Now, I know this might not be a big deal, but of course it might be. But PE, what are they going to do about PE? Physical ed.
The same thing they're doing
Well,
with everything else.
There's
They're gonna adjust.
What?
Protest education. PE.
Yeah, protest education.
Me personally, I mean, I enjoyed the floors, the floorboard, skateboard things that you sit on.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
That you always the floor hockey. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
oh,
With
yeah.
the little bitty short hockey stick in the ball.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
boy,
did it.
If you didn't get your fingers crushed at least once playing that game, you weren't playing the game right.
Yeah.
And then there was also the parachute.
The parachute that shows team building skills,
Yep, the
and it was
popcorn-
different. So
popcorn and
They don't
then
even
making-
teach you what a checkbook is anymore.
I'm gonna see.
No, they don't. Now there is a program in Michigan. I don't know if it's still around, where they actually bring 5th and 6th graders into this building, and they actually teach you, and they bring the kids in to a storefront, to a newspaper, to a bank, and they actually teach them how to do this stuff, and they're 5th and 6th graders, and it's a really cool program.
and we can't we can't go out there and ask them to stop their work because we're doing ours.
Yeah.
No, that's all on the other side of the building there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're on the side of the building with one of those things that you see like in the movies
Right.
that carries the men up and down.
Yeah.
And it's attached to the top, like the cables are attached to the top, and they're going up and down the building fixing it.
Would you say this used to be a giant slide?
Yeah, there used to be a giant slide here.
Wow.
I mean, you go all the way up the top and slide all the way down.
That'd be fun.
Wow.
Yeah. I wonder how many people got hurt on that slide though.
Yeah, I remember.
I haven't got a text message from anybody saying, "What is that dang noise?" yet, so that's good.
So I think we made it clear that what that noise was. It wasn't me.
Nope, it wasn't me. You smelt it, dealt it. Oh man,
But
we're not going to deny those working men outside their time of working.
yeah,
You know,
because they could be joking around.
those are hardworking men out there.
Yes.
That is a very, very difficult job, and it's also scary as all get out because I'm scared of heights.
I love heights.
Well, I hate heights, so.
Well, it couldn't be any different than what I did in the Navy.
Steve Schultz says, "Go out there and unplug their cord."
Yeah, that'll work.
They might get mad. Then you guys might hear cussing. Not from me, from them.
Yeah, and then you'll hear it on our show, which means it's not good.
So,
Um,
back to the subject at hand. Yeah, I mean,
There really is no subject.
there is a subject. We were talking about how the school's dedication is not to teaching kids.
I don't know how
yeah.
that doesn't have parents tearing down the office doors wanting to know what's going on. I don't know how that's not a bigger deal than people are making it. Than people. I mean, what do you do? Just say, "Oh, well, I don't know what it's about."
Oh, that's because
But
people are
the
too busy
kids are going
protesting about
anyway.
wearing masks. So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
so it's artful distraction, really. What we see going on in the media right now. There's things that happen every day that are like very much newsworthy that don't even make a headline anywhere. Yet all this crap about protesting and all this crap about the upcoming election and all that stuff. Yeah, the election's important. It's very important. If you haven't registered to vote yet, do it now, because it's very difficult. That for some reason they lose your your registration forms and stuff like that. So get on it now and vote in this upcoming election. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. Vote according to your conscience, how you feel is the right way to vote. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now,
I can't believe it's coming up this quick.
oh yeah, it's already August. Sorry, that noise is starting to get to me a little bit.
It is. I can't
So,
feel like I can talk.
I'm surprised that we haven't lost every single one of our viewers because of that.
I don't
I
think they
still got
even
a few
noticed it.
left.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's
I'm
listen.
not. Nobody's saying anything on my watch party either, so I'm.
Already August.
Guys,
Now they'll stop.
if you're on my watch party and you can hear the noise behind me, please let me know. I can't
So,
feel like I can talk.
I'm surprised that we haven't lost every single one of our viewers.
Yeah, you can hear that.
I don't
I
think they
still got
even
a few
noticed it.
left.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's
I'm
listen.
not, nobody's saying anything.
Yeah,
on my
it sounds like we've got a really bad buzz in the microphone.
I can hear it.
Down and out, they'll stop.
If you're on my watch
That's not
party,
even
you
100%
can hear the
volume.
noise
No.
behind me.
You can definitely hear it. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what I can
It's
do
not
about.
the microphones.
It's not the microphones. No, you can tell it's obviously something out there. But yeah,
I guess August 10th they're having
what's
a,
really going to be funny is
There's a lot of problems like that in our government and in
Yeah.
our society today. That if it's not what it says it's supposed to be, then what is it? Because there's still mandates that make you do it. It's like we were talking about yesterday with the land and and all the regulations about the size of a house and what size property and all that stuff. If it's not about providing the citizens a way of life that's better or providing and maintaining their freedom to live as they please as long as they're not imposing on somebody else, then what is it about?
I mean, I guess I would want to put in like a little bit of not just non-stop working, but a little bit of incentive.
Uncle Ray says school is now more about indoctrination. Larry Milton says school is just a daycare center. Steve Schultz says they need to make the kids do what I had to do, walk to school uphill with one shoe in the winter.
I was waiting for.
And then he
somebody
said
to
he
say
rode
that.
the slide you'd ride down on a feed sack.
Oh yeah, that's what I rode. In
There's
Michigan,
nothing like going down a
they had a giant slide, and that's
metal
that's
slide
what
in the summertime with shorts on. Oh, that's
Ooh.
like riding down on
Ooh.
molten lava.
My brother did that, and he put his arm he put his arm down on the slide, and he burned his arm.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
yeah.
And just like a metal slide at the playground, if you're wearing shorts, same thing.
Yeah. Stuff is
And then
hot.
you do that, or not.
The- That's all I
Yep.
got.
Yeah,
That
and
made
it's
my-
like, oh man.
Tickled my lips.
And when you do that, it's like, oh, you're stuck.
All right, so today's show and this shirt is brought to you by. Hold on a second. Let me find it. There
You
it
got
is.
Get it.
Ozark Mountain Craft Mall. They're on U.S. Missouri Highway 76 in Branson, Missouri, 417-320-1221. They also do mugs and et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of vendors there. Go in, check it out. You can buy honey sticks from Steve's booth, or you can check out some people plying their craft within Ozark Mountain Craft Mall in Branson, Missouri.
And
And
we are going to have another sponsor coming up for this particular show.
nice.
And it's Thursday.
So
It is Thursday.
it is Thursday.
Just saying.
Hey.
Hey, just
And
saying.
tomorrow's Friday.
And then after that, Saturday. All right.
And
Yeah.
then,
Good job,
and then
everybody.
Sunday, you get to preach.
There's just something I
And
don't
I
know
get to sit
wrong
in the
with
front
that.
row and make faces. No, I'm just kidding.
This guy is wearing a giant a lettuce leaf over his face, tied to it with
As
a
a
rope.
mask.
Hey, a mask is a mask.
Hey,
You know, you see those people that are wearing the splash masks.
yeah.
That works. That's just as effective.
You know what? I think you should wear those. That way your mouth is not muffled. You might be a little muffled, but then your mouth
You'll sound
is
like
not-
you're in a plastic mask, though. It doesn't matter who we are.
Oh,
Oh, that's Bane from what was it? Dark Knight.
yeah.
The Dark-
Hello there.
It doesn't matter who you are. You know what I'm talking about, the bad
Yes.
guy. What matters is who you are.
Bane.
Bane. That's what I said.
Bane.
Bane.
Bane is my name.
So yeah, I'm not going to mention the name of the place because they're not a sponsor. But I will say I bought an AR-15 yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And they are
Did you talk to
probably
him about this place? Sorry.
yes, they may end up talking to me on a more serious level of becoming a sponsor.
Yes. Until then, I'm just
We're not going to mention the name until that happens.
no. I mean, I would like to. I would really, really like to, but that wouldn't be fair to the people that pay for sponsorship that sponsor us. You know, so I would just say that I'm pretty excited about it. I should be able to pick it up by the latest Tuesday. I always have to wait, and that's okay. You know, there's another guy with the same name as me, Steve. I'm sorry. I'll be glad when we get us far enough apart where we can look at each other again.
I'm
'Cause
just
you're just-
listening. I'm just listening.
Staring into a void of nothing.
But
If
so
you only were here in person.
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. Do I need one? No, I've got plenty of rifles at the house, but you know, hey, this is America.
Stephanie Brown.
Stephanie Brown.
Hey, did you notice they stopped?
They did. They may be taking a 15-minute break or something.
Oh.
So yeah, Ozark Mountain Craft Mall. Check it out. Let me take that banner off of the bottom there.
There's 30 different vendors, and she's doing good. You know, I'm really, and my honey sticks, they're just about all gone.
Yeah, how many honey sticks did you have?
I had 30 different flavors, and I think I've got about 4 or 5 flavors, 6 flavors left. And so I've got to order more so that there's only 2 weekends really left.
Do you
before
guys?
kids.
Okay, I just remembered something that we haven't talked about yet.
What?
Did you guys see that explosion
Yes, in Beirut.
in?
No,
Is it Beirut?
Yeah.
I heard
There
about
is,
it.
like, right as it happened, I was watching, I was looking at a popular meme app, and somebody had posted that up there right after it happened, where, I mean, you hear a, and there's like this,
It's like a billow
It
or
was
a
apparently
cloud.
a
it looked
chemical
like
bomb.
a small mushroom,
Right.
which could be any huge bomb, of course, and you can see the shockwave blow the clouds out of the way, and then you see the second shockwave come, and it knocks the person down.
And
I'm like, oh my goodness, how scary is that?
it knocks a person down, but not only that, but all the surrounding area, you can see that. I'm sure it blew a lot of the building apart. I mean,
I don't
blew
know.
a
I
lot
think
of
it was
buildings apart.
it was a storage facility or something for some explosive material. Or so they say. I mean, you don't see anything come down. It just exploded, and it was. I mean, that was crazy.
It looked really scary, crazy.
Was that whose phone is that?
That's Susan Abar.
Oh man, we got Stephanie just reminded me. It is today. 9 years ago today, my mother-in-law went to be with the Lord. So we need to pray for Rachel and Stephanie, and so they're kind of going through stuff, and I think that's why Rachel's not on. She's on and off, and she may be talking to Stephanie.
Okay, so Susan Abar is gonna make it today.
Oh, she is. Cool.
I don't know. Wait a second. Did I thought I sent that to you, Jay.
But the
What?
with the explosion that was also near the Capitol.
Stephanie just said it was ammonium nitrate.
Oh yeah, that's what they did. The FBI building, the guy that bombed it with the U-Haul truck. That's
Yeah.
what he used.
Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah.
But for that would have.
Oh, that's the Unabomber, isn't he?
No.
No. He was. He bombed the government.
The Federal Bureau building or the Mirror building in Oklahoma City.
But for an explosion like that,
Oh, I'm gonna have a
To-
busy day today. I've got 2 people. I'll talk to you guys about that afterwards. Gonna have a busy day today. Sorry. I was just
Just
letting.
kind of
Now
a
it's so
chill day.
quiet. Every time we stop talking, it's so quiet without the.
Yeah, because we just had that background noise.
And there's not been any more known about the Beirut bomb thing.
I haven't really
What
done.
was our political standing with them?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
It was near the
considered an
Capitol.
enemy, or are they an ally now? I know we had a issue with Beirut. for a
I thought
while.
we did a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, but I don't know if that incident made our political standing with them better or worse.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything since yesterday. I mean, since the explosion, I haven't heard anything.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it was.
Beirut, Lebanon? Is that
Yeah,
Lebanon?
Lebanon. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. It sure has. Sorry, I'm doing 10 things at once.
That was
I
the.
think you're doing pretty good.
That's the only thing that was on a popular video app. That's all that was on it.
Storage of a Russian ship is what Stephanie said.
Really?
That's what she
Did they
just
have-
said. So she must be. Stephanie, are you watching the news or something? Because your filter or you're letting us know, and wasn't sure if you're.
It was
you
a
found,
ship in the river
I
or in a canal.
Well, there was already with
thought it was
all the
underground
videos that you were watching it was already on fire. There was
Right.
already
Oh yeah, it was already on
emergency
fire.
response. Yeah. So and then it looked like firecrackers and sparklers were going off.
Yeah,
and
I
then
did
the
see
flames-
that little spark.
Everybody was saying that it was possibly firecrackers. Like there was a fireworks truck or something there, and then all of a sudden, and they had a camera. What got me is they had a camera focused on the fire,
Yeah.
and then over to the side a little bit more is where the big explosion happened.
Exactly.
Sent a shockwave, and that's all you seen from the
Yeah,
video
and
because
I mean, all
they
the-
broke the phones, the speakers,
They were too
people's
close.
eardrum. Yeah,
It-
it was horrible. It was horrible.
It was. I mean,
Horrible.
the whole. You could see the whole video. All of a sudden, it was nothing. All of a sudden, the camera kind of like shook or not exploded, but just shook enough where you could see where when that person fell, you could see everything around him was rubble.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There was one video. I'm gonna see if I could find it, but it was one video, and that's what got me interested in it is because there was a fire, yes, but over to the side there was a whole different explosion.
Yeah, but there was
Off to
little
the
sparks, and I was like, that looks like sparks of a firecracker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was. You could see that there was a small. It wasn't even a small fire, but it was a fire that obviously looked. It was pretty big.
And how
then
many
all-
dead?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't find out how many died.
70 something.
70 something.
Yeah.
Maybe I did see that, but I wasn't. I didn't.
Was it a busy area?
By the Capitol.
Yep, it was very busy. That's one of the busiest areas.
Sorry. I'm
Okay.
just reading a message from
I
Randy.
will. I will, Stephanie, in a little bit.
What does Stephanie say?
My
she just
video
checked
on
my
you-
messenger.
my Facebook video went out.
Did it? No, we're still going good.
I don't have. I'm gonna wait till after the show, but Stephanie, I'll check the messenger.
I'm reading a message from Randy Barr.
Oh, you're gonna talk to us afterwards about it.
I'm just looking because I need to read it anyways. Susan A. Barr will be here.
Right.
So that's good. I mean, I thought she was being a little bit overly cautious, but who am I to say?
I
I'm a-
can't
I'm a
really hand it
hypo-
to you, but you see the main.
I'm a
You see the main
hypochondriac.
cloud, and then to the other side,
Yeah.
to the other side, there's a whole different explosion.
Yeah, there is. There's actually 2 explosions going on, but the one that we see is the one that see over here to the right or the left. Now watch.
Well, no, what that could have been is the nitrate was released into the air by the explosion.
Right.
And so then as oxygen surrounded all of the molecules of it, as it was able to expand, because it looked like it blew up, and then as the stuff flew out, then it exploded because
Yeah.
it had been exposed to the oxygen.
Right. That sounds right. She sent me a news article on Beirut, so I'm not going to worry about it because it's on Messenger, and I don't want to mess with phone right now. But we can always talk about it
But that's
when I
like
get it.
the definition of worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Because there was reports, there was spectators, because it was originally just a fire, so there was spectators with, I believe there was emergency services on there, but there was a bunch of spectators, and they were all filming it, and then that's the next thing you see is explosion, cameras cut out, and that's the end of it. So that's
Yeah, you saw that whole area right there where the camera was all rubble.
yeah,
They
instant.
were buildings, but they became rubble as soon as that happened.
Well, thank God well, I shouldn't say only 7, but I mean, can you imagine? I mean, it could have been
A lot worse.
I mean, when
But
you
there
look at
was
that
a couple
explosion,
thousand injured.
It was really bad.
There was a couple thousand injured.
and those people probably thought they were being at a safe distance
Yeah.
because they were
Morning,
pretty
Craig
far
Hubbard.
away from it.
Yeah. That concussion wave. You have the
Ah,
original explosion, and then you have the concussion that is not supersonic that comes after that, and that's the actual pressure in the air. So you hear the sound, the explosion of the sound that has already broke the sound barrier. Hi, Susan. And then you have the actual concussion,
No, you have
which is compressed air going out from around the explosion.
But to blow
there are
those
2
clouds
waves.
away, that was
So you're busy today.
Yes.
But a guy was recording it on the water in a kayak, and boom, explosion, sound waves, and then you see the actual, like what he was talking about, the actual air just create its own wave going out into the
Oh,
water.
yeah, it's a big old circle, like a halo coming out. It's
Yeah.
insane.
yeah.
But it's about time for us to get out of here.
Unbelievable.
Oh man,
You gotta
time
play the
flies.
music. Play the music.
Well,
Time
give me just-
flies when
give me
you're
just a
having
second.
fun.
It sure does. Coming up next is going to be Susan Abar with the Penny for Your Thoughts. We're so glad that she's here today. The premiere show.
Welcome.
Let's see here. I got to do this and this.
And then,
Let's get some music
and
going.
then
All right, so you know what that music means.
yeah.
Time for us to get out of here. So, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the morning drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Be sure and tune in next for Penny for Your Thoughts premiere show with Susan Abar, followed by the Power Hour with Skylar Carter. So until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt,
My name is Jay.
My name is Steve.
My name is Jordan.
and this has been
The Morning Drive.